When a meteorologist or a weather enthusiast has a lot to talk about, it usually means active weather. A busy day for Wednesday. 3 separate areas with stormy conditions, one through the prairies. Alberta, you're going to be improving, but it's bitter cold, especially with the winds. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, into the snowfall from this storm. A secondary area of low pressure will develop, and that will move in towards the Great Lakes. It's a combination of snow, ice pellets, significant freezing rain potential, and rainfall. That's all in one day, depending on your location. And out east, some snow across the Maritimes, stormy conditions across Newfoundland, targeted with blizzard-like conditions. But look how far this storm moves. From the prairies, it extends in towards the Great Lakes. It shoots off towards the Atlantic. Originally, it did look like Atlantic Canada could see some effects from this storm, but that is certainly not the case anymore. But it's still going to remain fairly active. After the messy weather across the Great Lakes, for Wednesday, another one moves in for Friday. So here's a look at the overall weather conditions, the forecast conditions. Once again, stormy conditions across Newfoundland, some nuisance snow moving through the Maritimes. Across southern Quebec, you're looking at slightly below normal temperatures, but quiet in comparison to what we're going to see move in through southern Ontario. But not all areas of the forecast region in Ontario will see it. Ottawa, for instance, you will not see any active weather for Wednesday, but if you're traveling down towards the GTA, you certainly will. Bitter cold across Alberta, less cold through Saskatchewan and Manitoba, but obviously very active with snow and gusty winds. To the north, we remain fairly quiet, but still cold, and across BC, for the most part, quiet, but once again, there is going to be seasonably cool conditions. Here's a look at what to expect for Wednesday. There will be a few pop-up showers and maybe even some snow, depending on your elevation across BC through the south coast. Overall, though, it's set to be much quieter in comparison to Tuesday. Once again, Alberta is going to be clearing out. A trough moves in from our system, and that will once again continue to produce snowfall, which will start to fizzle out as we get into Thursday morning and afternoon. High pressure then moves back in, and that will establish dry weather. Quiet weather, but it's still going to be cold, and that's going to be the scenario stepping forward even into the weekend. In terms of snowfall, quite impressive snowfall totals, 20 to 30 centimeters across Winnipeg, higher amounts up towards Cold Lake, 40 to 50 centimeters. Once again, this is going to be a story for Wednesday and into Thursday across Saskatchewan and Manitoba. It gets interesting across the Great Lakes. Cold air still at the surface, so snowfall will materialize. That snow will not migrate in towards Ottawa, even through most of the Kawarthas, but snow will be steady as southeast of Georgian Bay, east of the GTA as well. Once we get into the afternoon, once again, heavy freezing rain is possible. Rainfall then moves into the southwest. The secondary system moves in, and this will once again give a messy mix through the day on Friday. At this point, it looks like snow will be the dominant precipitation type. For Wednesday's snowfall totals, once again, a large swath from Georgian Bay over towards Cobourg. In the GTA, it looks like 5 to 10 centimeters worth with some ice pellets mixing in. Further towards the west, up the escarpment as well, we're looking at steady freezing rain, possibility of ice storm criteria. Gusty winds will also be at play, which means power outages are definitely quite possible. In Atlantic Canada, we're dealing with the snowfall across the Maritimes, a couple of centimeters here and there, maybe 5 to 10 locally, but Newfoundland, you are absolutely going to be hammered all day long, blizzard-like conditions. It's really not until Thursday that storm moves off.